doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-664. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Obama can't let the stock market go down. You lied about Benghazi. You lied about the AP. You lied about the IRS. You lied. Stop coming out here as a salesman. What's about is personal responsibility and education. Go to any supermarket, go to any store. My God, they got people that are 90 years old pushing out the carts. The last time I was in a supermarket, I took the old man, I put him in the cart. And I wheeled into my car with the groceries. What have we gotten for stimulus? Trillions of dollars of stimulus. What have we gotten for? $3 trillion directly into the stock market. Lied to everybody, said we're doing that's a great job. Pelosi tells you, go home. Your job locked. I don't blame he's taking a vacation, but stay home and rent some videos. So I care about your financial stability and making money in the stock market. For the best in business news, social, and financial talk, join me, Phil Grande at Phil's Gang Show, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Listen live at philsgang.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, or food because the family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Luann, and I'm from New York and a very appreciative gang member. Thank you, Phil. I've been a Phil's gang member for 3 weeks now, and I've learned a lifetime of information, facts, clarity, confidence, and stock trading skills. Thanks again for all your teachings, Phil. Because of you, I'm applying myself and taking my future in my own hands.
To find out more information Just go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes. But now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money says me. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
When Congress offers you a bill, do you promise not to use presidential signage to get your way?
Yes. Let me just explain for those who are unfamiliar with this issue. You don't want a president who's too powerful, or a Congress who's too powerful, or a courts who's too powerful. But what George Bush has been trying to do as part of his effort to accumulate more power in the presidency is he's been saying, well, I can basically change what Congress passed. This is part of the whole theory of George Bush, that he can make laws as he's going along. I disagree with that. I taught the Constitution for 10 years. I believe in the Constitution, and I will obey the Constitution of the United States. We're not going to use signing statements as a way of doing an end run around Congress.
Wow, that's not the truth. I mean, he's lying. It's incredible. I mean, just think about it. It is crazy. It makes no sense what he's saying. None at all. If you think about it, listen to this.
Court of Appeal says President Obama cannot move forward with plans to delay deporting up to 5 million undocumented immigrants while this challenge works its way through the courts. 26 states sued, led by Texas. Governor Greg Abbott applauded the ruling on what he calls the president's unlawful action. A White House spokeswoman claims the court misinterpreted the facts. She argues the plan is fully consistent with the law. House Speaker John Boehner and other lawmakers here say the decision stops executive overreach by the president.
It's unbelievable. There he is, the first cut. He's telling you, he's looking at George Bush, telling him about all the illegal stuff that he did. He would never do that when he was president. He would never abuse his power. And then he becomes president. And what does he do? What does he do? He tells us about his pen and his telephone. He's going to go around Congress, and he went around Congress on this amnesty bill, which was ridiculous. This amnesty bill is nothing but to buy votes, and it's costing you and I trillions of dollars. Trillions of dollars. Not mentioning the jobs that we're losing. Dollars. An average, think about this, an average unlawful receives $24,000 in government benefits. This is what he wants to give them. $24,000, actually $25,000 in government benefits and different services. But guess what they're going to pay in taxes? Each one of the 12 million or 11 million of these people, they're going to pay in taxes just $10,334. So we're going to give them $24,000 and they're going to pay in $10,000 just to round it off. What is that? Are you nuts? That's insane. And what's more insane is when he was a young senator, he said he would never do anything like that. And there he is doing it. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable. Amnesty. Hear about Clintons? They're going to need amnesty. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, they're getting nailed. A lawsuit's been filed under the Freedom Watch. It includes a legal request to have the Florida judges seize the private server on which Hillary Clinton and her aides hosted their emails, especially when she was Secretary of State. Under the RICO Act, now the RICO Act started out was just for the mob. Now they've expanded to everything. But the RICO Act originally was just targeting the mob. But now it targets Clintons, which they are the mob. So what they're saying is that under this RICO Act, that the Secretary of State and the former president, but especially Secretary of State, using their massive power, their connections as Secretary of State, she would set up deals. And people would come to her all over the world, oil deals, all kinds of deals. And she would hand them off to her husband, and she would put the deal together because she had that position as Secretary of State. And what they're proving is these speeches that he was making $500,000 at. Nobody makes $500,000 a speech. Moses couldn't make $500,000 a speech. That's ridiculous. No, everybody's seeing through it. A scam, as a fraud. They used the speech to cover up the graft. They used the speech to cover up the payoffs. And they're going to prove this. And under RICO, you watch, they can prove this. But here's what gets me. This is the woman who's going to be the next president of the United States. This is the woman we just found out the other day. And it came from the government. They just released all the documentation under the Freedom of Information Act. Benghazi has proven that she and Obama, Podesta, all got together. They knew the attack was going to happen 12 hours before it happened. They decided not to do anything because they were afraid this would hurt his reelection. They were afraid that he would look weak. His policies overseas, because everybody was attacking him back then as his policies overseas, all his policies, foreign policies were weak. And they were afraid that if they made a big deal of this thing, that it would identify that he didn't have ISIS and the rest of these people under control. So they said, let's lie about it. So they made up the video. Now, this is proof. This is make-believe. This is proof. So she made up the video with Obama and her cohorts and sent out rights to all these Sunday shows. So let's think about this. So we got a woman that's going to go, they're trying to get her for racketeering, putting deals together with her husband. If she never had that position, those deals would have never taken place. And this is the same woman who lied about Benghazi. And she's going to try to be our next president of the United States. She shouldn't even be running, for heaven's sakes. Just ridiculous. It's just crazy. But does that help us? Does that help you? Does it help me retire? Of course not. Does it help us financially? No. But the one thing that's killing us financially is this amnesty. This amnesty bill is horrible. This is terrible. And they finally, thank God, the judge stepped in and they blew this thing up. So the federal court, remember, the only way they could stop this before, okay, I mean, you're talking trillions of dollars. You're talking that if this went through, the illegal immigrants, if they were granted this amnesty, they would receive about $9.4 trillion in benefits that you and I pay for. You and I pay for. And they'd pay in $3 trillion in taxes against the $9.4 trillion. So that means it'd be a deficit of what? About $6.3 trillion, if my math is right. A deficit. Now, you and I got to pay that. And you say, well, I don't feel that. I don't see how you don't. Well, you'll feel it with higher taxes. You'll feel it at the gas at the pump. You'll feel it at the food at the supermarket. Oh, you feel it, believe me. See, that's the funny thing. When a lot of people don't pay attention when they hear about deficits, 18 trillion in deficits. Most of the people don't even think about it. They don't even know what an $18 trillion deficit is. They say, well, gee, nobody came to me asking for money. You dope. Of course they did. Why do you think your wages haven't gone up? Why do you think your wages are where they were 20 years ago? Why do you think you don't have a full-time job? You're paying for all that. Of course you are with these kind of programs. This amnesty program is ridiculous. So they're not going to, thank God they're stopping it. Because if you remember this deal, it was in Las Vegas. That's when he came up with this deal. And he signed the deal, the amnesty deal in Las Vegas that Tuesday with his pen and phone and all that. And this is important to us because this new amnesty program, as I said, will allow 11 million immigrants to jump in line in front of the law-abiding legal immigrants. Think about that. My father came over from Italy. My grandmother came over from Italy. So if that, it would be the same thing as everybody jumping in front of them. That's not fair. Obama's the person who talks about fairness all the time. He's talking about fairness. Hypocrite talks about he's going to take 11 million people and stick them in front of the line, in front of all these other people waiting years. Mr. Fair. Unbelievable. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. We'll take a look at some stocks. It is 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right. Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. And be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. Recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy. They look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil, I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I've had in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you. Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, we're not going to be able to correct the waste. We're going to talk in a few minutes about this terrible, the earned income tax credit, the champion of all fraud. I mean, it is killing us, the taxpayer. I mean, it's amazing what's going on. That's killing us. This amnesty, thank God that's not gone through. That would have killed us. These corporate stock buybacks are killing us. It's just terrible. I mean, nobody cares. As long as the politicians are getting rich and as long as the Wall Street's getting rich, that's all they care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about the middle class. This nonsense about Obama being the warrior for the middle class. Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? We got to take care of ourselves. And the best place to do that, the only place I know that make money, is in the stock market. Oh, the stock market's terrible. No, the stock market's not terrible. How could you say the stock market in the last 6 years it went up 200%? It's terrible you weren't in it because you had these dopey planners. That they got your fear in 2008. They grabbed your fear in 2008 and they said, oh, you just want your principal. You just want to protect your principal, don't you? And they talked you right into these stupid bonds to get your feet ripped off. There's nothing better than stocks because of the liquidity. It's always better than house flipping. Remember all the house flipping going on? I kept saying, and everybody ran away from stocks. Everybody ran away from stocks to go flip some house somewhere. How'd that work out? Stocks are a beautiful thing if you get an education, if you know what you're doing. With today's tech, you even need education, little education. You need to know what green looks like. You know what red looks like, and orange and red. That's what you need to know. That's it. So let's take a look at the market. The Dow's up today, 139 points. Wait a minute. It went down yesterday. Wait a minute. What's going on here? How could it go down yesterday? Now it's up today. It's all over the dollar. How silly is that? And like I told my students today, just chill out. This is going to happen now. The game playing that's going on about these rates, we're going to increase rates. We are going to increase the overnight rates. That is not going to happen. They're not going to increase the overnight rates. We can't afford to increase the overnight rates. Because if they increase the overnight rates, they're increasing the long-term rate on your 10-year treasury, which is pegged to what the government pays for their interest rate when they borrow money to pay the $18 trillion. They can't pay over 2%. They're not going to raise rates. You mean the government's going to borrow money at 2% to pay on the $18 trillion? What are you, nuts? That's never going to happen. You think they're going to raise rates so that automobile payments go up? Automobiles and student loans is what keeping this country afloat. Automobiles, that's right. It's the new subprime. Raise rates when the new subprime housing now is FHA, where the person can put down 3.5. You think they're going to raise rates? That's the only thing that's, when you hear housing's up 7% everywhere, housing's up all over the place. Boy, we're in a big boom. And you got more people that aren't working than ever before. You got wages that really suck. And then we're in a boom, in a housing boom? No, we're not. We're in another scam. We're in another Bush scam. Like his wealth effect. They call it the wealth effect, fake wealth effect. That's what he created in 2001 to 2007. The fake wealth effect. That's what they're creating now. They're just taking the same playbook, taking a page out of it. Obama's taking a page out of Bush's playbook and going to do the housing, but this time he says, I'm going to do it different. I'm just going to put everybody into a house that can't afford it, and we'll make sure the banks this time don't get penalized. We make sure this time the banks don't go to jail. We don't penalize the banks. And they told the banks, go and do these FHA loans. We guarantee you we will not punish you. We will not prosecute you. When we tell the people, when they say you got to prove that you worked for at least 30 days, if they don't worry about it. Just make them put down anything. We're not going to prosecute you. It's just unbelievable what's going on. It's incredible. So the stock market just keeps going up. Now, we've been in a sideways range, however, for about 4 months after this big rally of 200%, because they're trying to, think about this. The market stopped the minute they stopped quantitative easing. The minute they stopped quantitative easing. That's when the market stopped going up. So, what are they going to do? Well, right now, they're trying to get the market to go up by telling everybody that we're going to raise rates. So that if we raise rates, that sends a message to Europe that our economy is good, and that means the Europeans will come over here, buy our stocks, buy our bonds, and the market will continue to go up. It's not working. It's not working. One day it goes up, one day it goes down. So they're trying to push this dollar up artificially, and pushing the dollar up is hurting you in some stocks. There's a lot of stocks that go down, especially the stocks that are in your 401k, especially the stocks like Facebook and Starbucks and Apple and Disney and Nike. Starbucks, the real economy stocks, Microsoft, Google, Intel, IBM, McDonald's, Caterpillar, and all the industrial stocks, they all go down when the dollar goes up. It's not helping you. And that's what you've got to know. But see, I do that for you. I do that for you. So join my gang, and we'll make sure you're always on the right side of the transaction. There's nothing better. And I always teach my gang, just stay with like 5 stocks. Don't have 100 stocks to follow. Just follow 5 stocks. Because if you think about it, it's not no longer does a stock go up because of what a company does. A stock is totally detached from the company. All you want to know is follow the money that's going into which company. And we do that with today's technology. So if you're going to look for retirement and you want to retire the same lifestyle you're accustomed to right now, think about this. If you make $100,000, you got to have, when you retire, $1.5 million to live the lifestyle you're accustomed to. If you're making $50,000 a year, you need half that. You need about $800,000. So how are you going to accumulate $800,000 when they're charging you 2%, 3%, just say 2% in a 401k? And that's half of your money. So how are you going to accumulate that? You can't. You can't. And now they're talking about if there's another financial crash like in 2008, now they're talking about taking your 401k and taking the money and redistributing to everybody equally. Join my gang tonight. philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com. Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes. But now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
I don't think the economy is particularly strong. I think, the stock market is roaring or appears to be, high. And yet Main Street is not experiencing the same kind of prosperity.
Yesterday, what was that all about?
I think it's a couple of things. First of all, I still think we're kind of caught between this understanding about whether or not growth is good or growth is bad. Now, our views are that what you saw is some of the economic data was a bit stronger than expected. You saw the dollar.
Oh, what a bunch of nonsense. That is not true. What he's talking about is yesterday we had the stock market. Remember, the stock market dropped yesterday. It dropped yesterday. Why? Because the dollar went straight up. Because why? Because they came out and said the inflation rate increased, and that's good news. The CPI, the core inflation, take out food and energy, the core inflation went up. Good news. That means that the economy is really doing well, and that means the interest rates are going to go up. They just told us in June they weren't. Now they said the interest rates are going to go up. The overnight interest rates are going to go up in September. So that's what drove the market up. Market down, stock market down. Then today the stock market went up. So everything we lost yesterday, market went right back up. That's crazy. It's just crazy. Now listen to this.
We think that QE has provided an important boost at critical times to help the economy continue to move forward.
QE is a fraud. QE did nothing other than make the 5 percentile, the 10 percentile, really, really wealthy. The 10 percentile control 85% of the stocks, got very wealthy because of quantitative easing. But what's it done for Main Street? What's it done for the people in 401ks? Nothing, because most people in the 401ks got out. They went to bonds. What's it done for Main Street? Nothing. And when you hear about this income inequality that the president keeps talking about, Hillary keeps talking about, is created by the president. This is his policy, QE. It's terrible. It was taken to an extreme. All these stock buybacks.
Buybacks are such an important part of what's going on because the share count is shrinking. What are you seeing on buybacks on the trading desk?
We are seeing a lot of corporate buyback activity. May is historically a very strong month for buybacks. You're through the earnings season. You're through the quiet periods. So right now is when corporates can get their work done as far as buying back stocks before the summer.
Is that a positive, though? I mean, for the broader averages, just because the amount of stock is shrinking?
Well, it improves earnings. It improves.
It's a fake earnings. It pushes the earnings up without having any sales. Think about this. You own a little store, and every month your accountant comes in and says, look at your profits are going up by $10,000 a month. But I have a question. Your sales remain the same. Your sales remain the same. You're doing $5,000 a month in sales, but your profits are going up by $10,000. How could that be? Cheating. Well, why is it different? The public companies, they're doing the same thing. They're cheating. So you got these stocks going up every year, 30%, 30%, 30% because of QE, because we're giving this money at 0% to these companies to buy their own shares, which is ridiculous. So that means they put over $3.4 trillion of this money into companies, this QE, to buy their stock back, which on an annual basis, there's $700 billion that they spent. Just take 2014. In 2014 alone, they spent $700 billion. Now, wait a minute. So that drove the stocks up by 30%. But wait a minute. There's no value. There is no value for it. The company, there's no value for the company. The shareholders are happy. The CEO is happy with his stock options. But the company has no increase in value. In fact, it harms the company. It pays more for its stock than it's worth. So they're boosting this market up. It's all fake. But hey, they've done it for 6 years. Let them do it for another 6 years. Why complain? Get in on it. But QE has been the worst situation of all. They've been making companies plow back 54% of their profits into stock buybacks, which means the money, the $700 billion, didn't go into Main Street. It didn't go into the economy. And when you drive downtown or you drive through your city and you see these strip malls and store after store after store is empty, it's because of stock buybacks. Profits aren't flowing into Main Street. It's ridiculous. These stock buybacks are draining trillions of dollars out of our economy into a bubble, inflating stock prices, while 98 million people can't find a job. Then we're spending millions and millions on this. Did you see where they're trying to now? The what they call the earned income tax credit. They want to make bigger. That's another one. You think welfare is bad? This earned income tax credit is a joke. It provides people an incentive for people not to work. This is crazy. We have some terrible problems. The politicians love these programs because there's all kinds of wasteful programs. We will lose $100 billion a year on so many different programs. The National School Lunch Program. is a real big one. The Medicare Free for Service program, the Children's Health Insurance program, the Medicaid payment program, and the prescription drug program. $57 billion alone there. Waste, waste, waste. But the big one, the fraud, the champion is this earned income tax credit, where if you make money, if you have children and your income is under $37,000, you can get money. That's right. The program pays these low-income households with children up to $6,000 a year in cash, simply by filing an annual return with the IRS. That's all you have to do. There's no social worker interviews, no eligibility checkups. Simply file a form and get a check. 28 million people receive these checks. There's over $100 billion in fraud, and the politicians don't care because this is how they get reelected. $100 billion. Last year, this is crazy. Last year, it cost us taxpayers $66 billion. The IRS estimated 27% of the payments, or $17 billion, were totally unjustified. The fraud is incredible in these programs. They're claiming fictitious children, just like our jobs number. They're claiming fictitious jobs. These factories have opened that were fictitious, and they put in fictitious people and fictitious lunchrooms and fictitious Coke machines. Everything's fake. It's the same thing with this. Everybody's claiming they're children. They don't have any children, but nobody cares. The Inspector General found 2,137 fraudulent returns were filed from one single address in Michigan. Each claimed their children lived at that one address. Can you imagine having that many kids and nobody figured it out, and they just kept paying the checks? $3.3 million in payments going to that house every year. Nobody even checked it.
Joe will keep an eye on how precious tax dollars are being spent. To you, he's Mr. Vice President, but around the White House, we call him the sheriff, because if you're misusing taxpayer money, you'll have to answer to him.
And Buffett saying, he wants to increase the earned income tax credit, he says. Let's keep increasing that. He's on the bandwagon with Obama, just like he's on the bandwagon with the amnesty. Why is he on the bandwagon with the amnesty? Why is he on the bandwagon with the biggest fraudulent program in this country? He's carrying Kool-Aid for Obama on both of these. Why? Because his trains, his railroad carries oil. And as long as he can convince Obama to make sure that we don't have the pipeline, he's going to make money on his railroad. The pipeline is the worst thing in the world for Obama. I mean, for Buffett. So he's taking care of Obama. He's taking care of it. He's carrying his water for him so that Obama keep carrying his oil for him over the rail. We can't keep up with this. I mean, how can we, on average, think about this. The average unlawful immigrant will receive $24,000 in government benefits and services and pays $10,000 in. How can we do that? And 68% of illegals have no high school education, which means they're always going to be on the low end and getting benefits. Join my gang tonight. Make your money in the stock market. It's the only place to do it if you know what you're doing. I'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right. Phil's Easy Trade platform. Traders, and it's why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy. They do their homework. They look for the best value at Interactive Brokers. Phil's gang chooses Interactive Brokers, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to Phil's gang. Click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil, I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you.
Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you. Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
Much of what's been feeding earnings up until now have largely been policy moves that have either made it very cheap to finance or made it very easy to do stock buybacks. There have been reasons that have propped up earnings that really have had nothing to do with sales. Sales growth has been very tepid over the last 5 years.
There's been no sales. We have no growth. Sales, all this, the stock market that's going up 200% was not on sales because of QE, because of these stock buybacks and putting in $3 trillion in cash directly into stocks. And they lied to us and they said, oh, we're putting this $3 trillion in the market so we can create jobs. What a lie. The $3 trillion was in to drive the stock market up so the very wealthy got rich and Obama could collect taxes from them and pay his bills. And he still can't pay his bills. And then he's doing, and to pay for the, especially to pay for the earned income tax credit, which you and I remember, for each one of these people, we're going to put out of our pocket each year at least $6,000. I mean, at least $2,500 a year for each one of these people. Over a lifetime, it's going to be trillions of dollars. You and I got to do that. We got to pay for them. Then we got to pay for all the other welfare. So you got the you got the unlawful immigrant. We're paying for that. We're paying for the earned income tax credit fraud. That's the biggest fraud, and all the other fraud programs. It just never stops. And so here's what they do. So now they rigged the market to go up, which is wonderful. Think about it. So you have a company by the name of, we'll call it Joe Suckface. It's at $50 a share. It has 100,000 shares. This is how they do it. Each share equals 0.001% of ownership of that company. So you divide 100% divided by 100,000 shares. Now, management is upset because they're not doing any sales. And they want to make sure they keep everybody happy, the shareholders, because the company, they want to tell everybody, hey, it's solid line sales. Every year the sales are the same. So they got to get the earnings up. So how do they do that? Because with no sales. So to keep the shareholders happy, they take $1 million in profit they made that year. They go down, and the CEO goes and takes the $1 million, and he buys $20,000 worth of company stock shares. Now there are only 80,000 shares of Joe Suckface instead of the 100,000. So each share you own no longer represents 0.001% of the company. It represents now 0.00125. That's a 25% increase in the value per share. And let's say that they sold cigars, this company. They haven't sold any more cigars than the year before. But overnight, with no sales, their stock that was at $50 goes up to $62.50. So your stock keeps going, and you're not in the stock market. And this is what they're going to continue to do because there's no economy to create enough full-time jobs, to create enough savings for people to go out and buy stuff. So Obama knows that. So this is a pretty neat policy, this quantitative easing, so they can get the stock market to keep going up and up and up. Isn't that neat? And you're not in the market. I don't get it. What, you want the market to become honest first? Well, you nuts. You want the market to become honest? No, you want the market to stay dishonest. You got to make, because this is how they make money, the big boys. You're not going to be dishonest. I'm not going to be dishonest. We're just playing the game. Give you an example. We bought a stock, Broadcom, which is one of the stocks that we always buy. And we bought that back in May 7th. And today we got really lucky because we stay with the same stocks all the time. I always teach my gang, stay with the same 5 stocks because it's like I just gave you the example of what stock buybacks do. It doesn't matter which stock you're in. It's no longer your stock goes up because of what the company does. It's no longer your stock goes up because you identify a company that the value has dropped. So you're going to go and you're going to buy that stock because the value has dropped because of management. And you hold on to that stock for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years while the management changes. And then all of a sudden the stock goes all the way back up and you make money, retire. Those are the old days. Those days are gone. Since we've had technology, nobody does that anymore. They always say, we're going to buy undervalued stocks for you. Those days are gone. Waiting for a company that was trading at $50 drop down to $10 because of bad management. Then you go replace that management. And then over 5-10 years, that stock comes back up and you make a fortune. He's still back. This was let me draw you an analogy. They're still talking about you investing in companies like they did 50 years ago. Those days are gone. With technology now, it's a whole new game. So you've got to invest with technology. Why do you think I developed the PT2? Now, the stock Broadcom went up, I think, 28% because today it shot up from 47 up to 57. Now, that doesn't happen every day. This happened to be one of our this stock is going to, Broadcom may be bought out. There was an announcement. But there was another company, the same thing happened to us about a month ago. But the idea, you stay with the same stocks, same 5 stocks, learn how to use the technology. It's so easy. It's so easy because you haven't got to know anything about the technology or the company. So check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. And here's the best thing about it, is that when you make money, all we ask you to do is donate to St. Jude. That's all. Donate to St. Jude. And here's the wonderful thing about the market, especially if you're with us. When you buy a stock, and I show you that stock, and I show you the pattern, you buy it with what they call a stop, S-T-O-P. Take Boeing, for example. And I'm going to do this one in reverse. Boeing. Now, Boeing is a stock that we are able to short. Meaning it goes down. So the stock dropped from $153 down to $140. So when you get into short that stock, so when that stock dropped about 8%, you're going to make money on that stock because you're going to see on your chart it turned from green to red. And as long as it turned from green to red and you had what we call a crossover confirmation, you sell short. But here's what you do. You put a stop in. Let's say you start selling it at 150 because it turned to red. So you put a stop in and say, okay, if it goes up above 152, I automatically want out. So you're protected. You know exactly the amount of money you're risking. Or you decide to buy a stock. You decide to buy a stock. Buy the same stock. When it went from red to green, it went from red to green. As soon as it went green, it went from $129 all the way up to $158. All you had to do is watch and see if the color changed from red to green and if there was a confirmation. And that's a pretty big move, 129 to 158. Dollar is doing, because it's going to affect your stocks and make sure you're in the right stock. If the dollar is down, is he going to make sure you're in FedEx or you're in UPS or you're in John Deere or Honeywell? Is he going to do that for you? If the oil's going down. Now, here's the big thing. People don't understand what's going on with this dollar, too. You know why they're pushing artificially this dollar up? They're trying to force oil down. Because this is what Reagan did with the USSR. We talked about this yesterday. That's how they busted the USSR. They had no money for their space program. They had no money for their military because they could not get top dollar for their oil. ISIS, this is the only way. Okay, so again, when you start hearing about an increase in this earned income tax credit, please tell your congressman no. There's $100 billion in fraud a year, and your congressman doesn't care. Tell him to care, because I care and you do. See you on the charts. Phil's gang. Join my gang tonight.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.